and Dan Shulman is saying so long from Chicago. SportsCenter is next.
Well, just like last season, they had to wait for that championship. Not quite 108 years this time around, but they had to wait to get this W.
Yeah, no rain delay in extra innings, a rain delay before the game.
Yep. Hey, welcome to SportsCenter. The Cubs get the W. Oh, Monday Night Baseball, we're going to take you out there for lots more from out there. SportsCenter, Stan Verrett along with Neil Everett.
Yeah, Tim Kirchin had the best line of the night. Apparently there's 108 seams in a baseball.
Oh,
Tim
wow.
would know this.
He counted them.
And the Cubs waited 108 years to win a World Series. We'll head back out to Wrigley here shortly, but it was a big day at other parks as well. Let's check out one right here. Bryce Harper had a huge day. He's got great hair, and that's important if you're going to be a professional athlete. The hair covered up by the batting helmet, but trust me, when he takes it off, it's something else. And he's got a beard, which makes it not a fair fight for everybody else. Harper bunts for a base hit, slides into safe, broke his belt. Can I get another belt?
I think they can arrange that for him.
Bartender, give me a belt.
It always cracks up that baseball players even wear belts.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need a belt?
I don't know.
I mean, to hold your pants up, but I mean, they haven't come up with elastic-waisted baseball pants?
I guess not. That's something to work on. So he's got Jock Jones' belt on. He gave his belt to a ball boy. That belt is now on eBay. And now he goes, no, I need my own. I need my belt.
It's got a buckle on it.
I need my belt.
Be comfortable. Sliding?
This is the longest belt highlight we've ever done. ESPN's been on the air for 50 years.
I'm trying to help you out here.
Yeah.
Give you some belt color commentary.
Coach, yeah. Yeah. I told you at home we haven't seen the highlights before you, and that certainly was relevant there. All right. Stephen Piscotty, fly ball to Harper and right. Watch this. Throw it. Oh, it's the belt! Threw that on a belt. Look at everybody's pumped up. That was the top of the seventh, one out, a runner on first. Harper, very dude. Plus he went 4 for 4, 3 RBIs. We're not even showing that. We spent too much time on the belt. First career 4 for 4 game. Nats win 14-6.
These fans have been waiting for this for a long time.
Chicago is ready for baseball again. Tonight, though, it's about looking back and celebrating. Let's do it regardless of the weather.
Can you just feel the energy in this stadium right now? I mean, everyone's on their feet.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Chicago Cubs will raise the 2016 World Series Championship banner.
What a special moment for them as they bring the World Series trophy out onto the field.
What a great moment for Cubs fans. You know? So, I mean, I bet some of them never thought that they would live to see that moment.
No, 108 years is a long time.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And they get the win on Monday Night Baseball and the home opener, banner night. Let's send it back out to Chicago now. Tim Kirkton and Nicole Briscoe.
Hey guys, you know, I'm not sure if you've noticed this or not, but in the last 6 months, the Chicago Cubs have really perfected the art of drama. You wait 108 years to win that World Series. What's a few extra hours and a clutch hit by Anthony Rizzo to get the first win at home as World Series champs?
Right. And other than being a little bit too cold tonight, this was a great night for the Cubs. For Anthony Rizzo to come out pregame and lift the trophy above his head. That was the unforgettable, iconic moment of tonight. Then they raised the banner, and then we finish, of course, with Anthony Rizzo with a walk-off hit. That was a pretty good night for the Cubs.
Pretty solid night. Also, really good timing for Anthony Rizzo to get his first RBI of the season. Moments ago, he caught up with Buster Olney.
Anthony, it was like you guys just picked up where you left off last fall.
I wish it was that easy, but we fought tonight. They fought. They didn't give up. The delay, the pregame stuff was awesome, but good game between two good teams that, you know, are hoping to do big things this year.
Walk us through that last at bat. It looked like you were shortening up your swing.
Yeah, Kenley, you know, he's got that cutter that he challenges you, and that thing moves like no other. And I saw that thing middle in, and it shot to left. So you just choke up there and try to put a good short swing on it.
What was that pregame ceremony like?
Wow, it was amazing. You know, I didn't know what to expect, and a lot of emotions seeing the video and us raising that flag. It's amazing. The crowd was amazing. The fans deserve that.
How did you learn you're going to be the guy to carry in the championship trophy onto the field?
They told me when I came in today, and I don't know. I've been a little emotional lately for some reason, just thinking about all this and what it means to the city and the fans. So when they told me that, same thing, just emotions kind of ran a little bit, and just what an honor that is.
Anthony, thanks. Back to you.
It was truly, I got the chance to watch the flag raising in the stands with my dad and some friends, and as I looked around, there weren't many dry eyes. You've been around the league for so long and seen so many of these moments. How does the Chicago Cub moment compare to some of the other ones that you've witnessed?
Well, there's nothing like this one because no one's ever waited 108 years for this, and that's why you saw that. We saw that in Cleveland last year when they won, the emotion of the fans. But tonight was all about the raising of the banners, and it was all about the championship trophy. And this is unique because nobody's waited this long, and these people have been through so much. You know all about this living here, and that's why this was so special on so many different levels.
You know, I found it interesting too. We knew that they were going to raise the 2016 World Series champions flag, but they actually raised 3. You know, in honor of the past, and then there was the pennant flag, but they tied in the history of this team as well. Ryan Sandberg was one of the people that raised a flag. How important was that to incorporate what we saw before and what that team did last year?
Well, I think it was really important they got 3 Hall of Famers to do this, Sandberg and Jenkins and the great Billy Williams. And that just showed there was great history with the Cubs before 2016. They just didn't win the World Series since 1908. But that was important, and it was also important that they got the whole team to go out there amongst the fans and raise the banner like they did. That was special. I've never seen anything quite like that. But then when they came out from the center field fence, the whole Field of Dreams kind of thing, and Anthony Rizzo, who should have been the guy holding the trophy, and he was, because he's been here the longest, and he was here during the losing, and now he's the leader of the team. That was very symmetrical the way they did that.
I can honestly say, spending the night in the stadium, there were a number of things that I don't know if I've ever seen before. It was an absolute sea of humanity in the concourse. You know, there was a rain delay, and during the delay, David Ross, who was part of this team, a storybook ending to his career, he's competing on Dancing with the Stars. They put it up on the big screen for the entire stadium to watch, and then they told David Ross about all of us watching. So many things to sort of take in. You heard Anthony Rizzo say that it was an amazing night. Chris Bryant described the atmosphere as a playoff-like atmosphere. What did you think of how this place felt?
Well, again, I've never felt anything quite like this because of the situation, the unique situation here. But Anthony Rizzo was just saying to Buster how emotional he felt for some reason. Well, I think the reason is these people waited this long, and for Chris Bryant to be as emotional as he was, I think it's standard. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. And I think when they look up in this crowd and see how many people were here at the beginning through all that rain and freezing cold weather, and they wouldn't miss this for the world.
Nope. I have to wonder, too, how the Dodgers feel. The Dodgers lost the pennant to the Cubs, Game 6 here in the NLCS, and that they are here now. They have to play them tonight. They lose in the way that they did tonight. They get a day off on Wednesday. Then they have to they come back on Wednesday after a day off for the ring ceremony, and then one more game on Thursday. How are the Dodgers going to feel about the Cubs when they leave town on Thursday?
Well, I think Aaron Boone said it best. They're going to be cubbed out by the time they leave here. I mean, they have to stand on that first base sideline for 20 minutes in the cold at least. But I think the Dodgers are good sports about this. But they also know they've been to the playoffs 10 times since they last won the World Series. Last went to the World Series. No team's ever been that many times without going to the World Series. So they have something to prove here, and I think after seeing the Cubs celebrate, maybe they'll say, all right, we have to be next here.
We did hit on it a little bit when we talked about Anthony Rizzo and the way that this game was won, and because, oh, by the way, it was a really good game, but how fitting was it for the way it played out to sort of put a period on this story?
Well, Anthony Rizzo was destined to get the game-winning hit here because, again, he has been here the longest, and he's been the leader of the team now for so long. And even though the game probably took too long and it was too cold, nobody here was complaining at the end because, again, Nicole, it's just hard to put into words what 108 years. For instance, the last time the Cubs played a home opener as the defending world champions, their leadoff guy and center center fielder. His name was George Brown. He was born in 1876. That's how long ago this happened to this team.
Think about this. The last time they played a home opener as the World Series champions, Wrigley Field did not exist. It has been that long. How do you think, though, this team, it is a slight, before we get to that, let's take a quick timeout. Live at the podium now, Joe Madden.
And it was packed, like I said, and all of a sudden, man, it looked like spring training or an instructional league, everything. But work day tomorrow, school day tomorrow, started a little bit later, so it's unusual for us to play under those circumstances here. But we got it, we get it. Just a really, and then to win it the way we won it. I mean, had to fight really hard. Both teams really wanted to win that game. It was a pretty special night. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he hooked his foot on the throw. That's what I thought I saw on the replay, that Turner's foot hooked his leg, Addie's, and I think that's what caused the throw. So you could ask him about it. That's what I thought I saw, or he just lost the grip, whatever it had been. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought once he hooked his foot, it just threw his arm stroke off. So you could. I didn't ask him specifically, but that's what I saw. Pretty nice. I mean, and, you know, their guy, Jensen, is ridiculously good. I mean, you saw the at-bat by KB, and that's why we were trying to get it done right there. Took Schwarber out on the defensive maneuver, knowing that we had plenty of bench left in case it came back up, and it did. But Anthony really worked a kind of a veteran, mature at-bat there against Jensen. If you just really try to attempt to do what you normally do against that fella, he's going to eat you alive. So I thought he made a nice, meaning he stayed inside the ball, hit the ball the other way, didn't try to pull it, got the fatter part of the bat on the ball, because guys like him, you're always exposing the weaker part of the bat to the ball when a righty's thrown to a lefty with that kind of a cutter. So I just thought Anthony did a great job.
Lester threw pretty well against these guys in the NLCS last year, just kind of pick up where he left off today.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. I mean, a lot of the pitches that were called balls were really close, too. So I thought he was extremely sharp. 100 pitches after 6, so we had to get him out of there. And then I felt really good about the way the bullpen was lined up. And it just, CJ had a tough day. But how about Grimmer? 3-0, bases loaded, count. Peterson hitting. We get a pop-up. And then a really good pinch hitter, double play. So, we'll take that kind of stuff. But give Grimmer some credit. He had warmed up the inning before, sat him down for CJ. And then when I saw it wasn't going, I didn't think well enough. We just got him right back up. He did a magnificent job.
Hey, Joe, with CJ, did you guys see anything like mechanically wrong?
Nope, not at all. He gave the walk, 4-pitch walk. And then the catcher's interference kind of took him out of the rhythm a little bit. And then once he walks the next guy, it wasn't setting up good. I just didn't like it. And then Grimmer had a great camp, spring training. So he's very good against left-handed hitters. I like him against left-handed hitters for the punch out and the ground ball. So we got a pop-up and a ground ball. Yep. And against the lefty, too, which was kind of nice. Wood had really good stuff. I don't remember him throwing that hard. He threw really well. And Schwarbs did. He worked really good at-bats again to set the whole thing up. I know he does not want to be platooned, and that's his method of not ever caving in. Great at-bats on his part. Again, I thought we played a good game of baseball, but so did they.
Joe, your thoughts on the bullpens under the bleachers? Was it weird for you?
Well, we have really, really sharp monitors in the dugout. I think we have the best monitors in baseball, actually. I don't know what brand they are, but the picture is really high def, great quality. So you get to see the boys actually better than. Typically with us, you're going to get that kind of method or conclusion that it's going to be the best, and it is. So you'd have to ask the pitchers themselves. I mean, for me, it's easy. I mean, I just turn around there, they're on the monitor. You can see who's up for them, and you can see who's up for us, and when somebody's ready. So, from the managerial mechanics, there's no change.
Well, Anthony Rizzo described it as amazing. We've heard the word special. It really was an unforgettable night at Wrigley, and after so many years of waiting, something that the fans very much deserved.
Right, and I think this game, Nicole, tells you a little bit about this Cubs team. When you have all the distractions of tonight, even though they were great distractions. Sometimes it's difficult to go out and play a major league game when you go through everything just to get to the game, and then they fought back and won the game that they did. So, other than really cold, it was a perfect night for the Cubs, and I think everyone in here, myself included, will never forget Anthony Rizzo with the trophy over his head like that, and then the perfect ending, him running down the first baseline with his hands in the air with a walk-off hit, as you said, his first RBI of the season. That was beautiful. It's so funny how the baseball gods make things work perfectly sometimes.
And it is just the beginning of the celebration for the Cubs here at Wrigley Field this week. They do get a day off on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Stan and Neil, everybody on that team from last year gets handed a ring with 108 diamonds. I'll take that.
SportsCenter on the road is powered by Ford Escape, the unstoppable.
Because he knew everyone would be watching banner raising night in Chicago and not the NBA, LeBron James rested Monday.
That's not what happened.
Calf strain is what the Cavaliers said. You don't know. Top seed strain is what others are thinking.
Fake news. James out for the Cavaliers on the second of back-to-back games. Kyrie Irving rested. Tristan Thompson out with a thumb injury. Cavaliers, you probably know, battling the Celtics for the top spot in the Eastern Conference. But Tyronn Lue looking big picture, preparing for a long grind in the postseason. So they're on the road to face the Heat. Miami has its own concerns. They started Monday tied with the Bulls for the 8th spot. Cavaliers came in 0-6 this season when James doesn't play. So let's see what happened. Well, Deron Williams came off the bench for Irving. He had 20 points in the first half and then kept it going. Finished with 35 and 9 assists, 106 apiece. And LeBron James playing cheerleader. Less than 10 seconds left. It's 108 apiece now. Cavs with a chance to win it. Williams looking for Kevin Love, but James Johnson the other way. Could get a shot off to win it, but he passes it to Tyler Johnson as time expires. And what are you doing? They head to overtime. Tyler Johnson with 24. Hassan Whiteside 23 and 18 for Miami. Cavaliers lost in overtime Sunday in Atlanta, trying not to do it here. Love, pump fake, draws the foul, hits the three anyway. 25 points and 10 boards for Love. And 1 three-pointer, and that'll help. But the Cavaliers still down 3, less than 40 seconds ago. Deron Williams. How about they do it again? This time Williams, the 3, and he gets fouled. So it's 120 apiece. LeBron James on the bench loving it. After the Heat free throws, Cavaliers down 3, 10 seconds left. Channing Frye ends up with it. Frye actually made a great move here to get a look at a shot, but it's no good. The Heat get a win they had to have. Cavaliers drop out of first place in the East. It's Miami 124-121 in overtime.
The idea of getting locked in and having a do-or-die type mentality and knowing that we could be sent home, I think that is a good calling for this team. I think we need that right now.
You know, I think we've shown when we're focused that, you know, we can be a really good team, and when we're not, we're not a very good team. But I think we're just ready for Wednesday to come and go and get ready for the weekend.
Dave McMenamin joins us now from Miami. After the game, Dave reported that LeBron James will be out for Wednesday night's game for the Cavaliers. So, Dave, what should we make of that decision?
It just means that the Cavs are clearly prioritizing health over playoff seeding. But if you think about it this way, LeBron now will have an entire week's rest going into game 1 of the playoffs. And for a guy who's coming off 6 straight runs to the NBA Finals, coming off 14 seasons of the NBA, and a guy who's clearly the most important player on that roster, they think that the most important thing now is the way they open up the playoffs with LeBron versus the way they close out the regular season without LeBron. It's a sound decision if you think about it in those terms. And based on what you saw tonight, the Cavs playing a desperate Miami team that needed to win to keep their playoff hopes alive and nearly beating them without LeBron or Kyrie, the Cavs could legitimately beat the Raptors without LeBron on Wednesday night.
Oh, the plus side for Cleveland as well. They got a rejuvenated Deron Williams, so I think they have a better sense of what he can contribute off the bench at the backup point guard. And now, you know, I think back to that game against Boston last week in Boston where they go into TD Garden and they win handily. What role did that play in this decision? That if it comes down to a Game 7 in Boston against the top-seeded Celtics, if it falls that way, that they know that they can go in and win that game?
Right, Stan, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, his familiar refrain all season long was, think about how we finished the playoffs last year. Every single round, we won in Detroit to win the first round. We won in Atlanta to win the second round. We won in Toronto to win the Eastern Conference Finals, and we won in Oracle Arena Game 7 of the NBA Finals up in Oakland. So we've proven that, and now with this new group, guys like Kyle Korver and Darren Williams and Derek Williams, who did not experience that finals run a year ago, that was their equivalent. Seeing what they could do going into Boston, third game in 4 nights, second night of back-to-back against the Celtics team that had everything to play for, and they just smoked them on the road. And that gave a lot of guys confidence about what this team is capable of when they lock in. We talked to Kyle Korver. I asked him, are you ready for the playoffs? And he laughed and he said, I'm just ready for the regular season to be over with so we can play games as well as I know we're capable of playing when everything's on the line. And the only game that you could say over the last several weeks that it's felt like the Cavs have treated like everything was on the line was in Boston, and we know what that result was.
All right, never a dull moment with the Cavaliers. Dave McMenamin on top of it. Thanks, Dave.
You got it. All
right, so now they fall out of the first place in the Eastern Conference and an opportunity for the Boston Celtics. At SportsCenter from Los Angeles, Stan Verrett, Neil Everett here, top of the hour for just joining us. Welcome.
Yeah, if you went to TV school, you'd know that at the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour, you must have a 2-shot. Go. Celtics game started a half hour before Cleveland's, so they knew what a win would mean to them. First place. Our BPI is stronger than yours. It said heading into the game, the Celtics had a 51% chance to earn the 1 seed in the East, meaning they had a 49% chance not to. Al Horford, Isaiah Thomas. Horford. Look at that, our toys are better than yours. Amir Johnson, Dunk's soul brother. Horford, looking like a point guard out there. Second quarter, Celtics up 18. Crowder. Horford. Illuminate me. Celtics had 17 assists on 23 buckets in the first half. Thomas. Down the lane, he had 27. Celtics win 114-105. IT guy likes his chances at the 1 seed.
We just want to, I guess, just control what we can control, really. At the end of the day, that's all we can worry about. We can't worry about anything else. So we got to be locked in. I mean, we got to just, especially for the last game, continue to play the right way, get some more momentum going into the playoffs. I mean, all these things that we're doing this year means a lot to me. I mean, even trying to finish the season number 1 seed, that means a lot to me, I mean, personally. So hopefully we can get that.
In that game, Brook Lopez became the Nets franchise leader in scoring. Brook Lopez is the Nets franchise leader in scoring.
And here's the thing that amazed me about it. Yeah. He passed Buck Williams.
Buck Williams.
I wouldn't have thought Buck Williams. You would have stumped me forever.
I would have said rebounding leader Buck Williams. Yeah. And so Lopez one of 7 actives to lead a franchise in points. If you can name the others, impress your friends.
I guess Dr. J didn't stay long.
Exactly. He was only there 3 years.
Yeah.
Virginia Squires and then the 76ers.
Jason Kidd. Terry Kittles?
I know. Listen.
They didn't stay long.
Michael Ray Richardson, that's who Dowling went with. Indiana clinches its playoff spot with a win at Philly in either a Heat or Bulls loss. Well, we showed you what the Heat did. Heat won. The Bulls are the next highlight. Paul George is a guy that we show a lot of highlights with Indiana because he's really good. He ended the half shooting 7-11 for 19 points, and the Pacers are up 10. They're looking good. They're up 11 now, 5 minutes left. George and Gerald Henderson will not be going clubbing after the game together. Okay. Hey, your mouthwash ain't cutting it, pal. Hey, what are you grabbing? Man, don't be grabbing me. So both got technical fouls. Moments later, George drives and gives Henderson a little house it right there in the box. See that? Okay, now look at how fast they're going. They're going fast. Slow it down because we've got to show you this. Henderson off the screen, and he tosses an elbow. And Paul George was almost down. Refs would review the play. Both players would get ejected. You can't do that on one end. And on the other end, that is frowned upon. So the Pacers win, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Paul George not happy.
I know how I feel about the officials. And tonight I really have my favorite. Been warning them all night what he's going to do, stuff he's doing. And they allowed the to go on. He was throwing jabs, throwing punches at my stomach all night. and I didn't retaliate until late in the game when they wouldn't do about it. So he pulled me down. I get double text for doing nothing, and then throw an elbow at my neck. I get another text for nothing. So really don't have no respect or nothing's there for the officiating job.
Did they give you an explanation before you left the court? The officials?
Nah. I mean, it was physical all night, and again, they didn't do nothing after I've warned them a couple times on what's going on. They did nothing about it. Nothing about it.
Are you more upset with the officials or Gerald at this point?
I don't care about him. It's the fact that they let him do that. That's the problem I have. You know, it's the fact that they allow him to do that, and you know, I'm the one that get the technical for the he's doing.
Do you have any past history with Gerald?
For whatever reason, he doesn't like getting scored on by me, and you know, I get this every time he's at home. I guess that's when he feels confident. He's sweet on the road, but at home is when he gets some.
A lot of beeps.
Yeah. Yeah, the person on the beep was busy during that clip. Now, a couple of things. I would not characterize Paul George as having done nothing there. He said, I didn't do anything.
Right.
He did something.
Right.
But I mean, you know, just, hey, man, sometimes things get physical and, you know, guys lose a little bit.
If you could throw an elbow at anybody at ESPN, who would it be? Think about it.
I'm not going to answer that on camera. What are you, crazy? I'm not answering that on camera. A commercial break, I'm going to tell him, but I won't tell you.
It's your TV, take it with you. With DirecTV Now and AT&T, get the ultimate in entertainment plus unlimited data. Get DirecTV Now for $10 a month when you have the new AT&T Unlimited Plus plan.
Which one of you dairy teens put Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces candy in the same blizzard?
It was me. I mixed the cups and the pieces.
Eddie, this will be our blizzard of the month. Yeah!
The new DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard. Enjoy $2 pretzels during happy hour.
Every time it's too nice out to be a work day, but Corona gets its lime. And every time you decide a Tuesday should feel like a Saturday, but Corona gets its lime. Every time you've got a view like that, or every time the best seat in the house isn't in the house. Every time the stars come out to play, or you dance the night away. A Corona gets its lime. And every time you put that away, a Corona gets its lime.
This is Brooks Yard, with cute kids, an adorable dog, and ugly bare spots. Bare spots that are hard to fix using seed alone. But Scott's Easy Seed changes everything. It's an all-in-one solution. Our finest grass seed, plus quick start fertilizer and natural super absorbent mulch. Grow grass anywhere. The very first time, guaranteed. Bare spots be gone. This is a Scott's Yard.
At AutoZone, our Fix Finder tool helps you check your engine light on the spot.
Looks like an O2 sensor. And if you need a repair shop, we can help with that, too.
I guess I didn't have to wait a whole month to get that checked out, huh?
You said it came on yesterday.
Let's get you what you need.
I'm Invests. And as a vested investor invests, I invest with E-Trade, where investors can investigate and invest. Invests. Or not invests.
This is my retirement. Retiring retired tires, and I never get tired of it. Are you entirely prepared to retire? Plan your never-tiring, retired tires retirement with E-Trade.
When you buy a used car, you should feel confident. That's why CarMax has over 40,000 cars to choose from nationwide, with prices clearly marked, the same online as they are in the stores. That should give you some car buying confidence, the type of confidence you need to wear white after Labor Day, the type of confidence to suddenly switch to an English accent for no reason whatsoever. Yep, at CarMax, it's all about confidence. Nothing but net. Nailed it. Or should I say, nailed it, governor.
Over 40, feeling tired, losing muscle, and even romantic drive? Man up with Ageless Male. Natural ingredients clinically shown to support energy, promote muscle, and boost free testosterone. Man up with Ageless Male.
Welcome back to SportsCenter Live from Los Angeles.
One of 162, but it was a special one for the Cubs. They raised the banner.
Yeah.
Played the Dodgers, another contender in the National League, a home opener. You got to win that game, right?
And they did.
Yeah.
In fine fashion. Here's Cliff Notes. They had a 2-hour rain delay.
Looks cold. And
Tim
wet.
Kirchin said several times it was much too cold. And he's been to a lot of cold games. Anthony Rizzo pulling the banner. He had the trophy over his head.
That's cool the way they did that. Everybody had a little pull.
Yeah, and they had Ryan Sandberg, Billy Williams, and I can't think of the third guy there to sing the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Yeah, him.
And also be part of it. Ferguson Jenkins, that's who it was.
There you go.
Nobody said that in my ear. That's off memory.
All right.
Which is exceptional. Addison Russell thought about not throwing and probably should have kept that thought because 2-1, Chase Utley, no. Logan Forsythe scores on Russell's error, tie it up at 2. Bottom 9, John Jay pinching Sergio Romo. Jay singles. Romo's out. They put in Kenley Jansen after Tommy LaStella grounded out. Chris Bryant, who had an RBI double earlier in the game, started the season going 1 for 16 and heated up lately. Swing and sway like Sammy K. Jay takes third on the strikeout, and here comes Rizzo. Showed you him pulling the rope to lift the banner. Had the trophy over his head, and the dude abides. Left field line, walk off. Rizzo's mob, Dan Shulman, he's the ace of our crew.
I mean, that pregame ceremony, I wasn't expecting to get hit with that many emotions. It was amazing. When Big Jim told me today, they came in and he said, hey, you're going to raise the banner first and carry the trophy out. I was like, wow, that's like just an honor for me, for my family, to be part of this city for the really bad times when the new ownership got here and the really good times. It was a lot of emotions, and I was fighting back tears a lot. And then the way it ends, yeah, I mean, it's a great win for us. It's a really good team. They come back, tough conditions, cold, windy, so it was a good game.
I don't know if you'll always remember your first RBI of every season, but will you remember this one for as long as you play baseball?
I'll remember this day for as long as I play baseball. I mean, the walk-off caps it off, but that pregame ceremony, I can't even – I really honestly didn't think it would be that – how amazing a job the Cubs did at all that, and just the videos and the tribute, and it was amazing.
That guy's about as tough as they are at getting back to the bullpen. What's your mindset going out there, especially in cold conditions?
Choke up and just put the bat on the ball. He throws a cutter, and it can move, 3 feet, and it could be tight. So he's one of the best closers in the game, and you just really just try to put the bat on the ball and hope for the best. No, I think the way we're built, when guys, you just pick them up. Not really anything more than just, hey, we're all right. Let's just keep going. This is what we do. In a game like tonight versus a tough team, it builds confidence in our group this year. This is what we do. This is who we are, and building our identity. Yeah,
Hey,
from
stop talking. Tuesday on ESPN, Cards Nationals. Second of the 3-game series at Nats Park. It's Lynn and Gonzalez gets the start. If you don't have a television, go to the App Store and get the ESPN app.
I just hope anyone watching at home is as entertained as I am.
Let's go back to Wrigley.
Eddie, what happened on the throw?
It was just one of those in-between plays. Looking to get one, if you can, two. Have to take into consideration who's at the plate. Just lost train of focus for a split second, and then it changed the whole, not the outcome of the game, but, it definitely had a pretty big part. You need to cut down on those mistakes. It's still early in the season, but, I'll be better next time.
What'd you think of the opening? I mean, it's the first time you go through it, but what'd you think of the whole ceremony?
It was sweet. We definitely got the experience we were expecting. Just going up into the crowd, you know, hoisting that flag, you know, it felt great.
We talked about this the other day in Milwaukee, but really until Wednesday, until the rings are in, there's no real routine yet. How has this first week and a half been?
It's been pretty tough, you know, just like you said, the routine kind of is a little bit here and there, but we grind it out. You know, it's beginning of the season. We kind of expect it to be kind of hectic like this, especially winning after last year, and we're just doing it right now.
Looking forward to that ring?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Addy, thanks.
Shout out to the Cubs clubhouse DJ rocking a little Fuji's in the background.
I knew I recognized that. Reigning World Series champs are now 20-7 in their home opener since 1990. If you're in the desert, remember that next year. That's 2 straight seasons in which the reigning champ won its first home game of the season after the Giants and Red Sox lost their home openers following their World Series victories. Our research is better than yours.
Padres taking on the Rockies in Denver. Historic day for Will Myers. Not like World Series historic, but he'll never forget it. First inning, Myers' first at bat. You can't get a cycle if you don't get a single. So he started off the easy way. Gets a single. Third inning, got a runner on second. This is his second at bat. And that'll get Manuel Margot home. Myers gets the RBI, so now he's got the double. Okay? And there goes the home run off Tyler Chatwood. This was in the 6th. Myers' third home run of the season. Padres up 2-0. The triple is always the hardest one to get. 8th inning. He's back up again. Take a listen.
Myers sends one out towards left center field. That's going to get down. It's going to roll towards the track of the wall. Myers is headed for second base. He is thinking 3. He could get the cycle. He will get the cycle. Standing at third base. The second cycle in the history of the San Diego Padres. And Will Myers does it tonight.
He said he was thinking 3 as soon as he saw that ball hit the ground. Matt Kemp had the other in 2015, also against Colorado. First cycle of Myers' career.
To get himself ready to handle being an NFL game analyst this coming football season, Tony Romo will spend Tuesday pretending to be an NBA player. Phil Simms, your thoughts? Romo was a really good high school player, and he's a really big Mavs fan, and Rick Carlisle is a really good dude.
Oh.
You know, this is something that we feel is a really cool opportunity for our franchise to tip our hat to what Tony has meant to us. And we thought the ultimate, honor for a Dallas athlete would be to make him a part of your franchise for a day. It'd be pretty cool seeing, a Dallas sports legend like Tony Romo in the Dallas Mavericks layup line, and he's just been such a rock-solid example of what a Dallas athlete should be. We want to pay a respectful tribute to him, and I know that our fans will look forward to that as well.
That was Jason Witten there. Now, he looks like a power forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, if you could suit up for any team.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not
even going to. I'm not even. First of all, I can't stand on skates. Okay, I'm not big enough for NBA.
Yeah.
I'm not big enough for football. And the only guys that dress up are baseball players, and some of them should not still be wearing uniforms. And I don't want
or belts.
I don't want to be one of those guys. I'm out.
Yeah. All right. So but Romo's not going to play.
Right.
At least we don't think so.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to play.
And I'm not going to play either.
So you're not.
I'm not even playing the game. I'm playing.
All right, cool. All right. I think you know where I stand on that one.
Okay, yeah. New Orleans Saints.
Absolutely.
Hello.
That's not going to happen either. Hey, look, only thing left to determine in the Western Conference playoffs whether the Clippers or Jazz will have the 4 or 5 seed in the West. 4 means home court. You know that. Let's start with the Clippers at home against the Rockets. Rockets locked into the 3 seed. James Harden's not resting. Harden Euro stepping past defenders like he's Rondo. And then later, Rockets ball movement. Harden with a 3-pointer. 14.7 rebounds, 6 assists in this game. Third quarter, Clippers up big, looking to hold on to that 4 seed. Oh, look at Jamal Crawford. They don't call him Jay Crossover for nothing. Here's another look at that. Oh. Handles. Crawford, 19 points. Paul Pierce, coach at Kansas, Roy Williams. He was there to check out Pierce.
Nice.
Probably hung around after the Wooden Awards, right?
You know what? I didn't see him. I saw Bill Self at the Wooden Awards, but I didn't see Coach Williams.
Paul Pierce, up and under move, makes a turnaround off his elbow. Pierce, he's happy. How did he get that to go in off his elbow? Like that.
Yeah.
Passed John Havlicek for 15th on the all-time scoring list, and the Clippers get a big win, 125-96.
All right, so the 4 and 5 at stake, and the Clippers had the 4 going in, and so Utah has to win to stay in the 5 and give itself a chance depending on what happens to end this. Oh, Rudy Gobert! The Stifle Tower, just throwing it down. Another one, big man. When you're that tall, it must be so easy. Kevin Durant, crossover. Hello, I'm back. Durant had 16 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Steph Curry to JaVale McGee. By the way, Monday was the 7th anniversary of Steph Curry's first visit to our Los Angeles studio.
All right.
And there's only one person in the world who would have known that.
Jess.
There you go. Okay, Curry, Durant, and Green did not play down the stretch. Warriors are locked in as a 1 seed. Gobert throws down the... He had 17 points, 18 rebounds. Joe Johnson. But she doesn't have to call me Johnson. Jazz win. Clippers win. We'll know more later.
I'd like to drive a hybrid car, but I'm not sure it's for me.
I don't need kale, and I never hugged a tree. I'd like to drive a hybrid car, but I'm not sure it's for me.
Lawnmower engines, no cargo broom, and crappy batteries.
I just want to drive a good-looking whip with really great MPGs.
You know, the world didn't need another hybrid. It needed a better hybrid. Introducing the Hyundai Ioniq, the most fuel-efficient car in America.
Look closely. Hidden in every swing, every chip, and every putt is data that can make the difference between winning and losing. The Microsoft Cloud helps the PGA Tour turn countless points of data into insights that transform their business and will enhance the game for players and fans.
The Microsoft Cloud turns information into insight.
They were always side by side, but trapped in the friend zone until finally they got together.
Check it out.
I'm talking about the taco and burrito. Double the seasoned beef, shredded cheese, and crunchy chips. The new loaded taco burrito, just $1.49, only at Taco Bell.
Introducing Henry's Hard Grape Soda. The dawn of grape has begun. Henry's Hard Soda. Live hard. Ish.
You get used to food odors in your car. You think it smells fine, but your passengers smell this. New Febreze car with odor clear technology cleans away odors for up to 30 days.
Smells nice.
Breathe happy with new Febreze.
It's big screen entertainment right in your hands. Buy a Samsung Galaxy S8 and get one free when you have DirecTV and add a line.
As we proceed to give you what you need.
Might you take a role with the Lakers?
If I'm Jimmy Garoppolo, I want to be the heir to the throne. That boy can have his own money. Man, we playing down with Ice Cube.
You gotta do it.
I drive a Maserati. I got paper too.
Okay, and I'm happy to take it. I'll say this, especially to the stick to sports crowd. You better get used to this. No,
we don't.
See, just...
Here you go, little guy. A cockroach can survive submerged underwater for 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Not getting in today. Not on my watch.
Pests never stop trying to get in. At Terminix, we never stop working to keep them out. That's what makes us America's leading pest and termite control provider, because we do whatever it takes to stop them in their tracks. For a free pest estimate, call 1-800-774-9149. Take action to protect your home today, and if pests ever do come back, so will we. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. For a free pest estimate, call 1-800-774-9149 or visit Terminix.com. Terminix, defenders of home.
Man, I'll tell you what, chicken skin all the way around in Kansas City for the Royals home opener. They honored Giordano Ventura, who was killed in January in a car crash, and his native country of the Dominican Republic. And you may remember him as a pitcher. You can see, boy, there's not some dry eyes. And what do you see throughout the opening pitch? His mom, Ace 30 on the outfield wall and patches on the Royals jerseys. And this is their first game at home. And he was a young kid with a lot of bright future in front of him, and his mom came out there, and man,
wow.
She writes Dios in the dirt, throws out the first pitch to Salvador Perez. And then watch this hug right here. Oh, man. Emotional day for the Royals. Baseball to play afterwards did not go their way. Chris Davis off Ian Kennedy. Davis's fourth of the season. The Royals remember one of their own, but the A's get the home opener in Kansas City. 2-0 your score.
All right, check out the Diamondbacks and Giants home opener in San Francisco. And look who's there. Barry Bonds. We don't see him much in public anymore. He was there with the family, posted some pictures on social media. Still remains a popular guy there in San Francisco. Scary start for the Giants. Oh. Buster Posey gets drilled. Taijuan Walker caught him right there. Good thing for the helmet. He would leave the game. Manager Bruce Bochy said he was okay, but well, sure didn't look that way immediately. But he's okay. Bottom four, no score. Matt Moore at the plate. He's got the bases loaded and one away. And this was just a really crazy sequence here. This goes back to Walker. Walker's going to come home, but not make the throw he intended. Brandon Crawford scores. Jeff Mathis going to throw it back home. That not the throw he intended. Joe Panik scores. Jared Parker coming around. He scores from first. 2 errors and 3 runs scored on the play. Giants up 3-0. Manager Bruce Bochy on the miscue.
I'm trying to think when I've seen 3 runs score like that. We call them RTIs, runs thrown in, and we had 3 of them. It was crazy inning.
Yeah, RTI for the win. Giants take it 4-1.
Bruce Bochy, biggest head in baseball. True story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about that last
year. Yeah, exactly. 8-something. 8th inning here, Mets Phillies. Eduardo Ramos against Asdrubal Cabrera. Legal flashback, September last year. 11th inning, and Cabrera. Walk off. And he went, watch the bat flip, because that's textbook if you want to really get under somebody's skin. And under Ramos's skin he was.
They got it.
Oh, wow. Hey, bro, see, it slipped. It just slipped, man.
You just go bro on him?
Umpire warns both teams. Pete McCannon got tossed. Talks about it later.
If, in fact, he did do that intentionally for whatever reason, we don't play that way. I don't play that way. It's inappropriate, especially a tie game in the 8th inning.
Cabrera drew a walk.
I don't even know that was the same guy that walked off last year.
Rodriguez ahead of the count.
Okay, later in the inning, Joely Rodriguez pitching, runner on first. Yeah, that's a souvenir. Jay Bruce, second homer of the night. Mets take the lead. Mets take the game. Bruce goes 3 for 3. Afterwards, we go to the Chevrolet clubhouse. Terry Collins.
You saw what the reaction was. I mean, you're more shocked than anything else. I mean, then there was talk about some other stuff, but certainly was surprising.
You think there's some history behind that?
No question about it.
Chevrolet Clubhouse is brought to you by Chevrolet, the most awarded car company 3 years in a row.
The basketball world will be buzzing again about Giannis.
I just want to do whatever it takes for my team to win.
Giannis. To the rim, slam it. What a pass. Behind the back, Giannis
And the other way by Giannis. Absolutely stuffs him.
He is the real deal.
He is showing why at 22, he is the future of the NBA.
Bucks started Monday 6th in the East. Just a game back of the Hawks for the 5-spot. Game up on the Pacers for the 7-spot. Bucks hosting the Hornets. Giannis Antetokounmpo. You see the numbers. He does it all.
He's super freaky.
First quarter, he turns it over. Look at him run back and get that block on Brian Roberts. I mean, there's not a thing in basketball that he can't do and do well. 8.6 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block in the first half. Let's go to the fourth quarter now. He needs 2 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for Westbrook. That's what we're calling triple-doubles now. Off the inbounds, Greg Monroe finds Antetokounmpo. That's his 10th point. Antetokounmpo to Chris Middleton. And he's got the triple-double. 8th career triple-double, ties Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most in Bucks history. 10 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and a block. And the Bucks win it 89-79. Milwaukee, they could be a tough out in the playoffs, mostly because of him. Wizards taking on the Pistons. 2 wins will give Washington its first 50-win season since 78-79. Look who's there. Dennis Rodman, its final game in the Palace. Isaiah Thomas. CB, Chauncey Billups, missed the big shots there. Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton. From the 2 different eras of bad boy Pistons. Bradley Beal would crash the party, though. Beal with the dunk, and then final seconds before halftime, Marcin Gortat for Beal. Look at that. Catches it and then makes that jumper. We could see him on top plays for that.
I mean, if you're the Pistons, you got to win this game.
The Wizards up 13 at the half. Fourth quarter, they're up 3. 38 seconds to go. Beal! John Wall out with a quad injury. Digging his backcourt mate. Doing some things. You going to close your building? Take that with you. 33 for Beal. Wizards win at 105-101.
Somebody had to go Mahorn on him.
Not that they haven't missed some great moments at the Palace. Game 7, 1990 Eastern Conference Finals. Isaiah Thomas led 5 Pistons in double figures. Bad Boys knocked off Michael Jordan and the Bulls en route to their second of back-to-back titles. And then, well, Jordan took over from there. The Pistons won their last title in 2004. That was over the Lakers. Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups led the Pistons over a Lakers team that featured Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone. Remember, they had the 4 Hall of Famers all together, but with that Detroit team, they had a little bit of everything.
There's Chauncey.
Chauncey led them, won it in 5 games. Chauncey Finals MVP. And then, of course, unfortunately, the moment the Palace might most be remembered for, November 19, 2004, Ben Wallace and Ron Artest shoving back and forth, and then Artest went into the stands. 9 players suspended for a total of 146 games, total of $11 million in salary lost by the players after the so-called malice at the Palace. One of LeBron James' biggest games came in the Palace. Game 5, 2007 Eastern Conference semifinals. Cavaliers up 1 with just over 6 minutes remaining. This was maybe one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen in sports. Scored 29 of the Cavaliers' last 30 points, including their final 25 on 11 of 13 shooting. Cavaliers won 109-107. Finished off the Pistons in Game 6 on the way to the finals.
So I was reading this story about all these guys who were in the Facebook loop before it exploded, like the Harvard roommate of the guy who ended up founding Facebook. So he decided to stay in college instead of working for the new company. They say that was like a $400 million decision. Now, I doubt that any of that will take the sting out of Jack Eichel's wallet. He missed a $2 million bonus by 0.005 points. Like, that much! Performance bonus. Eichel finished 11th in the NHL in points per game. If he'd finished 10th, ching, ching. Think how much Facebook stock he could have bought. Darryl Sutter won 2 Stanley Cups with the Kings, but those past glories didn't help him in the present tense. Sutter and general manager Dean Lombardi lost their skate keys Monday, fired after the Kings failed to make the playoffs for the second time in 3 years. That dude did a lot for the place across the street. Kings won 2 cups and 41 playoff games under Sutter in his first 3 seasons. Since that second championship, though, LA has made the postseason once, winning just 1 game last year. Also, Vancouver fired Willie Desjardins on Monday after 3 seasons.
When you buy a used car, you should feel confident. That's why CarMax has over 40,000 cars to choose from nationwide, with prices clearly marked, the same online as they are in the stores. That should give you some car buying confidence, the type of confidence you need to wear white after Labor Day, the type of confidence to suddenly switch to an English accent for no reason whatsoever. Yep, at CarMax, it's all about confidence. Nothing but net. Nailed it. Or should I say, nailed it, governor.
First, there's shaving, blades, sharp and precise. Then Gillette shielding, comfy lubrication before and after. And also, cooling. Ooh, got goosebumps. Gillette Pro Shield Chill with lubrication before and after the blades. Shields and cools while you shave. Pro Shield Chill from Gillette, the best a man can get. Pro Shield, available with or without chill.
Say hello to AT&T's best unlimited data deal and never pay overages again. So now, the whole family can binge, surf, shop, navigate, listen, game, stream, and more, all without the hassle of worrying about overages or running out of data. In fact, you'll never pay overages again. And remember, it's AT&T's best unlimited data deal ever. So get AT&T, get unlimited, and get everyone more for less.
Every time it's too nice out to be a work day, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you decide a Tuesday should feel like a Saturday, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you've got a view like that, or every time the best seat in the house isn't in the house. Every time the stars come out to play, or you dance the night away, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you put that away, a Corona gets its lime.
Viagra single packs. So guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
There's a bunch of creepy kids in this house I moved into. Can I claim them as dependents?
Unfortunately, you can't, but you may be able to deduct some of your moving expenses.
Good, because I'm gonna have to move again.
With E-Trade's powerful trading tools right at your fingertips, you have access to in-depth analysis, level 2 data, and a team of experienced traders ready to help you if you need it. It's like having the power of a trading floor wherever you are. It's your trade. E-Trade. Start trading today at etrade.com.
So much lobster, so little time. At Red Lobster's Lobster Fest, any of these 9 lobster dishes could be yours. So don't resist delicious new lobster mix and match or Lobster Fest Surf and Turf, because you won't have this chance for long.
It's been so long since the Cubs last won the World Series.
Yeah.
Last time they won it, Wrigley Field wasn't even built yet. They raised the banner, and then Anthony Rizzo helped them walk off. Base hit in the bottom of the ninth scores John Jay. Cubs beat the Dodgers 3-2. After the game, Javier Baez talked about the night with Pedro Gomez.
Javi, what was it like to go through the entire ceremony, go up the stairs, raise the flag?
Really cool. You know, it's something you don't see every day, so it was really great going through the fans, and you know, obviously other fans cheering for you.
You got one more ceremony left, and that's the rings on Wednesday. How do you think that's going to be for you at such a young age to already be getting one?
Oh yeah. You know, really excited to get a ring. You know, it was pretty crowded today. Yeah, we had a lot of fans being here, but you know, obviously the weather and the time, everybody kind of went home, but. We understand. I mean, it's Monday night. Everybody got to work tomorrow, and you know we'll be ready for Wednesday to win again, and you know to obviously get a ring finally.
I know you're a guy that likes to wear jewelry. That's a pretty big ring coming. How much are you going to wear it?
Oof, I'm ready to wear it. You know, I'm gonna wear it every day to the field for sure. You know, I like the white gold and. I think it's white too, so Hopefully it matches me with everything.
And got to ask you about the eye. I know that was from the collision with Hayward a few days ago. How are you feeling?
Normal. You know, I still, when I touch it, I feel like a little bruise, but I mean, I'm seeing 100% and, you know, feeling normal.
Javi, thank you.
All right, so look, if you're a Chicago fan, you're a Cubs fan, chances are you're a Bears fan too, so you don't want to miss this. ESPN docuseries called We the Fans, 8-part up-close and ultra-personal look into the lives of Bears season ticket holders in Section 250 at Soldier Field. Premiere episode airs at 10 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, streaming live on the ESPN app and Watch ESPN, or you can stream the first 4 episodes right now and Watch ESPN. Here's a little taste.
Becoming a Bears fan starts at birth.
Section 250 is a very tight-knit group. We're the core.
I'm excited for the bachelor party, but I don't like lots of attention.
I like it oval and sparkly.
My kids learned most of the swear words from me watching Bears games.
It's the experience of going every single week and celebrating the wins and the losses.
Oh my God.
Is she gonna be happy? Is she gonna show up?
Are you gonna make it over to the tailgate?
Yeah, we'll be there in a heartbeat. See it. Go Bears! Go Bears!
It's important to have a motorhome for a Bears tailgate. The most important part, duct tape.
Is there a problem? Don't do this! Let's do this, bro!
This is Section 250, a story about faith, family, and the fans around you.
One of the 2 SportsCenter shows that Stan and I are anchoring on Tuesday follows the debut of that. So we'll be watching that. You'll be watching it before you watch us. Watch this now. We got heavyweight pitchers out there. I mean, it's a Motor City madhouse. Justin Verlander at home against Chris Sale and the Red Sox. And Verlander had him in a stranglehold, baby. You best get out of the way. Retired 12 of the last 13 he faced. Sale. He was locked and loaded too. Came over from the White Sox. Didn't get a lot of run support, and he has 10 strikeouts on the day for Sale. 36-10 strikeout game of his career, but he couldn't get any run support. Game tied at 1, bottom 8, 2 outs. Andrew Romine. He'll have a double. 2 batters later, you got first and second. Castellanos. Romine scores. Castellanos with the RBI single, and the Tigers 2-1 winners.
Can't have Red Sox without Yankees. Home opener in the Bronx, Rays in New York. For an afternoon date with the Yankees, Michael Pineda brought his best stuff. Yankees 75-38 in home openers. That's the best mark in Major League Baseball. Pineda gets Evan Longoria swinging. Malik Smith can't get the slider, just falls off the table. Tim Beckham, another slider, falls out of the zone. Derek Norris whiffs. Pineda perfect through 6, 9 strikeouts, 8 with that slider. Top of the 7th, Yankees up 2-0. Here's Longoria up again. And he's swinging. First pitch he sees. And that'll be good for a double. Perfect game over for Pineda, but you don't have to be perfect to be outstanding. Crowd digging the effort. And even Longoria's like, dude, you've been great so far. Next batter's Brad Miller, and he would not be as fortunate as Longoria. 11 strikeouts for Pineda, went 7 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks. Yankees win it at home 8-1. Do have a concern, though. Their catcher, Gary Sanchez, is going to be out for 4 weeks. The Yankees put him on the 10-day DL, strained his biceps swinging on Saturday. They were hoping for a great season out of Sanchez. Still could happen. He was second in AL Rookie of the Year voting last season despite playing just 53 games. Sanchez, arguably the Yankees' best hitter since joining the team full-time in early August of last year, has 10 more home runs than any other Yankees player over that span. His total of 21 homers, tied for the 3rd most by a player in his first 60 games in the majors. The Yankees hope his time on the DL will be shorter rather than longer.
Fried grasshoppers are on the menu at Seattle's ballpark.
No thanks.
No, seriously. The grasshoppers are toasted with a chili lime salt seasoning, making them both crunchy and zesty.
All yours, bro.
That was a cut and paste.
All yours.
Fourth inning. Buy me some peanuts and grasshoppers, Jack. Just the thought of it makes me want to hack. Charlie Morton. You go to Morton's, you're not getting any grasshoppers, you're getting steak, baby. Valencia, Martin, Zanino. Morton pitches out of a bases-loaded jam with no score in the fourth. Fifth inning, bases loaded again for the Mariners. Nelson Cruz. He went 3 for 4 with 2 RBI. Here come your 2 RBI right there. The Mariners go on to win by the final score of 6-0. Yeah.
No.
Yeah?
No.
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 Yeah.
Here's the thing, look, I've reached a point in my life where I just don't do things that I don't want to do. Eating grasshoppers is one of the things I don't want to do.
I like that. I think grasshopper, all I think is kung fu. Can you grab the pebble from my hand, grasshopper?
Yeah, and then eat it.
No, yeah.
No.
So
and then eat the grasshopper.
I'd rather eat the pebble.
Like, who came up with this idea? Who thought that would be appetizing at a baseball game?
You know what is appetizing?
What?
Top plays. They're coming next.
Yum.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
I have to go. It's Domino's.
With Domino's Tracker, you know when to expect your pizza.
Looking for this?
You just have to be there to get it.
Yeah.
Order and track your pizza with Domino's Tracker.
It's your TV, take it with you. With DirecTV Now and AT&T, get the ultimate in entertainment plus unlimited data. Get DirecTV Now for $10 a month when you have the new AT&T Unlimited Plus plan.
If we may find a city where one was considered impossible to exist, it may well write a whole new chapter in human history. We must turn back. There is no turning back.
Critics are raving. The Lost City of Z is an instant classic, profound and staggering as anything seen in years. 5 stars. The Lost City of Z, rated PG-13, Friday in New York and LA.
I'd like to drive a hybrid car, but I'm not sure it's for me.
I don't need kale, and I never hugged a tree. I'd like to drive a hybrid car, but I'm not sure it's for me.
Lawnmower engines, no cargo room, and crappy batteries.
I just want to drive a good-looking whip with really great MPGs.
You know, the world didn't need another hybrid. It needed a better hybrid. Introducing the Hyundai Ioniq, the most fuel-efficient car in America.
What has 2 thumbs, is delicious and refreshing, and tastes like hard grape soda. This guy. Henry's Hard Soda. Live hard. Ish.
Do you need perfect credit?
Nope.
Want to buy a car but can't get it?
Yep.
Ever been to Drive Time?
Nope.
Get a real down payment online.
Yep.
Rejection?
Nope.
Huge selection?
Yep.
In the mood to get treated rude?
Nope.
Just 2 minutes gets you approved?
Yep.
Wasn't that the exit? No. Hey, we're good at this.
Nope.
Aww.
Get approved and know your down payment before you shop. Only at Drive Time.
Termites. Feasting on homes 24/7. We're on the move. Roger.
Hey, Rick, all good?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
we're good.
Termites never stop trying to get in. At Terminix, we never stop working to keep them out because they can cause thousands of dollars in damage. Call Terminix now to schedule a free termite inspection. As America's leading termite control provider, we'll do whatever it takes to stop them in their tracks. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. To schedule a free termite inspection, call 1-800-998-6326 and protect your home. And if they ever do come back, so will we. To schedule a free termite inspection, call 1-800-998-6326 or visit Terminix.com. Terminix, defenders of home.
World. This is SportsCenter Live from Los Angeles.
All right, well, you're watching golf. Let me tell you what I did on Saturday. So Heroes Movement is a nonprofit that I work with, and we offer free physical training and strength conditioning to this country's veterans. We operate on very little funds and a whole lot of heart. So we had a softball fundraiser.
Did you play?
No, but this is our entry, Balls and Dolls from ESPN.
All right.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader. Rachel Pearson was our captain. Jess Young celebrating her birthday. And we won.
All right.
How about that?
That's you in the red shirt and the hat.
There you go, yeah. See? I was dressed for success. Top plays, man. Some top plays are made there. Some top plays right here.
Hey, and I'll say it because you never do. This guy does so much stuff that you have no idea about that's very selfless.
And I would be saving that dog if that dog needed me to be saved. Duncan McIver's dog, Cosmo, fell through some ice on a frozen pond, and that dude got in there and saved his pup. And that is very dude right there, man. That's a lot of risk right there. Good dog.
Number 9, Magic and Bulls. Check out Jimmy Butler throwing it down on Aaron Gordon. You know Aaron Gordon can get up from his own dunks, but Butler throwing it down on him. Bulls win it 122-75.
So James Hinchcliffe, he came to the studio.
Yep.
We had Hinchtown.
And when you come in to visit us, you know what happens next.
Yeah, you go down to the Long Beach Grand Prix, and you win the race.
Absolutely.
That's what happens. You hear that, athletes? You come in here, winning's contagious, baby. His first win since a near-fatal accident a couple years ago.
Number 7, Astros and Mariners, Mitch Haniger over the first. Yuli Gurriel snatches it and catches Gene Segura slipping. Mariners win it 6-0. Double play there.
All right, Alex Scales, this guy is a former Oregon Duck. We've had him do a lot of trick shots. That's just, that's just a half court. Hey, see what I did right there? Look at him walk up. He knew he had it. He knew he had it.
Our Crystal Palace taking on Arsenal. Johan Cabaye. Let go of me, man. I'm trying to celebrate. Crystal Palace wins 3-0.
All right, this is Ethan LaCroix, 13 years old. He's legally blind, but he's got this e-sight technology, and he was able to see the Harlem Globetrotters when he hung out when they came and visited him. And that is a beautiful thing.
I mean, think about all the great things technology can make happen now. Giannis Antetokounmpo does it all. Brian Roberts thought he had an easy layup. No, sir. I'm anxious to see Antetokounmpo in the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, we told you about Heroes Movement. This swinger right here, this is Mike McKay. He's the founder. He's the heart and soul of the thing. Back to the softball tournament. Brother didn't know what he got when he got a hold of it, but now he's turning it on, and he's smelling 4. Inside the park. There you go.
And at number 1, Wizards and Pistons. Bradley Beal shutting down the Palace. 33 for Beal without his running mate, John Wall. Dunking on some Pistons. Wizards win at 105-101.
All right, we got to go back to the softball field. Top play right here. We gave you McKay at 2, but how about Josh Wegge at 1+? Bonus top play. Bilateral amputee below both knees thanks to a bomb blast when he's patrolling Afghanistan as a 19-year-old Marine. Flew into L.A. to play in the Heroes Movement game. Wins inside the park. Showed some of that speed that earned him a gold in the 400 meters in the Invictus Games.
All right.
Those are 2 dudes in the studio tonight. Thanks, fellas. Those are top players right there. Those are some good top plays, man.
Great having you guys here. Thank you for your service.
Is this my car? State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Is this my car?
This is ridiculous!
This is ridiculous. Ah!
From car insurance to car loans, State Farm is here to help life go right.
Which one of you dairy teens put Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces candy in the same blizzard?
It was me. I mixed the cups and the pieces.
Eddie, this will be our blizzard of the month.
Yeah!
The new DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard. Enjoy $2 pretzels during happy hour.
I'm here to demonstrate the incredible stopping power of Duralast GT brake pads. And that is Joey Logano. Coming at me at more than 200 miles per hour. Nailed it.
Introducing the new line of Duralast GT brakes, sold only at AutoZone.
Every time it's too nice out to be a work day, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you decide a Tuesday should feel like a Saturday, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you've got a view like that, or every time the best seat in the house isn't in the house. Every time the stars come out to play, or you dance the night away, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you put that away, a Corona gets its lime.
It's big screen entertainment, right in your hands. Buy a Samsung Galaxy S8 and get one free when you have DirecTV and add a line.
I'm Invests, and as a vested investor invests, I invest with E-Trade, where investors can investigate and invest. Invests. Or not invests.
This is my retirement. Retiring retired tires, and I never get tired of it. Are you entirely prepared to retire? Plan your never-tiring, retired tires retirement with E-Trade.
Acronyms are fun. LOL, laugh out loud, BTW, by the way, and of course, We Be Sedibo. We'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours.
Hey, what if I wanted to sell my car?
We Be Sedibo.
We Be Sedibo?
We'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours.
We Be Sedibo.
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 We Be Sedibo. We Be Sedibo.
No, we cool. I got you.
Okay. It's the right thing to do.
I'm hyped.
A very special guest.
My boy is hyped.
And the one and only.
Everybody's hyped.
The man that needs no introduction.
Kick that music.
Come on.
Conor McGregor keep telling everybody he wants to fight. Let's make it happen.
Come on.
There are 100 million plus reasons why the fight will happen.
I'm undefeated, never lost.
Something is wrong with you.
The debate starts here. First Take, weekdays at 10 on ESPN.
Steve, you okay, man? I just can't stay in shape like I used to. So you know you're over 40 now. So? So, your body produces less free testosterone. It's harder to stay in shape. Don't worry, it happens to us all. Yeah, so how come you still look like the Big Hurt? Because I got Nugenics.
If you're a guy over 40, you need Nugenics, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. For your complimentary bottle of Nugenics, text ADD to 321321. Nugenics is a unique man-boosting formula powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help boost your free testosterone levels. Nugenics can help you feel stronger, leaner, with a lot more energy and drive. More passion, too.
Hey, Steve. Looks like Nugenics is really working. Yeah, I feel like a new man.
Get back in shape with a complimentary bottle of Nugenics. Text ADD to 321321. Nugenics samples are not available in stores, so text ADD to 321321.
Pirates hosted the Reds. Tyler Glasnow going for Pittsburgh. 23 years old, 5th Major League start. This one...
Is this the dude you were talking about in the first inning?
I just happened to be watching this. Top one tied at 0. Runners on first and third. Misses to load the bases, so the pitch coach comes out to talk to him. Says, throw strikes. Eugenio Suarez up. It's not a strike. Billy Hamilton scores. Reds up 1-0. The bases are still loaded. Next batter, Scott Schebler. 4th straight walk. Joey Votto scores. Reds up 2-0. So after the inning, Francisco Cervelli puts his arm around Glasnow. He says, okay, second inning, it'll be better. Second inning, it wasn't better. Pirates down 3-0. Glasnow facing Adam Duvall with 2 runners on. Walk is not the problem here. It's the 2 RBI base hit. Reds go up 5-0, so Glasnow's done. 1 2/3, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 walks. There'll be better days ahead. Reds win this one 7-1.
All right, Tuesday, first take on ESPN from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. That's 7 to 9 if you live on the West Coast and used to live on the East Coast. Stephen A., Max, Molly, they'll debate and the topics that everybody's talking about. Watch it.
Think of that Masters finish.
You know what?
Yeah.
I turned it on like right as they were walking to the playoff hole. Perfect timing.
A perfect timing, yeah.
Yeah.
Sergio Garcia, that last putt was nerve-wracking. I mean, he had 2 to win it.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably better for him and everybody else that he made it on the first one, because that second one would have been even more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, he needed to get one of those. He'd been around too long not to.
Finally broke through.
Yep.